Okay, guys and gals, boys and girls, welcome to the big projects. Yeah, so we're gonna learn a little bit about how to manage a big build. So you're wanting to start a big redstone project, but you ask yourself, where do I start? Let me just say first off, guys, as you see the project in front of you, don't let it get you overwhelmed. Just think of a big redstone project as a bunch of little ones, all smashed up into one. Heck, that's pretty much true. As you see in front of you, this thing's got all kinds of little bitty circuits together to make a big one. But before we start a contraption, we must think of an idea first. So now you have your idea. Let's look at some circuits and some redstone mechanics that will help you make your idea come to life. First off, this is a redstone comparator. It does a lot of stuff, but for now we're just going to look at one function of it. It can detect items that are inside the container and output a signal. What's even more cool is that it can have a greater signal if there's more items in the container. When I say container, I mean chest, shulker box, anything that has an inventory. Here we have a redstone line going up and down. As you can see, the line with the solid iron blocks can go up or down, but when we try to send a signal up and down the slabs, it doesn't go down, only goes up. Kind of crazy. That's just because redstone signal can only go up a slabs, but not down. I know it's weird, but that's just how it is. It can be useful to remember this and apply it to your builds. You never know, you may need it just to make a redstone line more compact. Here we got some T flip-flops. Now, this is the fun part. This T flip-flop is kind of new, seeing how it uses an observer, but what it does is it actually turns a one single pulse, like a button, into a constant signal, so you don't have to use levers. But that's not the only reason. You might just need it for something in your build that has a pulse, but then it needs to turn it into a constant signal. These are two. There's actually several different ones here, but this one, it uses another circuit we'll talk about later to get it to work, to be able to spit the block out, that last piston. The second one, it uses a comparator like we talked about earlier, and it actually can read the filled cauldron, and it puts a signal out because we're moving it back and forth. Now all these other ones that I've showed you, these first three, they're all tolerable. This one, guys, this one was the very first T flip-flop I ever learned how to use. It's pretty much obsolete now because it's so slow. Yeah, but it was the very first. This brings back so many memories. You don't even know. Pretty crazy. It's kind of slow, as you can see. I'm pushing the button right now and it takes it a minute. It actually only works whenever the button unpowers and powers back, or when you power it and then unpower it, that's actually when it works. T flip-flops, though, guys, they are very big parts of builds. Now this one right here, it uses droppers and a hopper. Both of these do. They're different versions, but they work. That one I'm on right now, it's not that reliable. I wouldn't use it too much, but yeah. This one right here is a pistonless T flip-flop, and it's silent. It's very, very useful to have. It's a little bit bigger, but it is silent. I think it's a little cheaper, really, if you look at it, than the rest of them. Doesn't require any iron, which is nice. Now we're on to pulse extenders. Now you can add more comparators or take away comparators to get a different length of time. And these are very, very useful too. So if you need to extend the amount of signal that you're putting out, that's the thing that you need to remember to hold on to. This is a clock. This is an Etho hopper clock. You can lock it and turn it off by locking the hoppers, putting a signal over the hoppers themselves, or right there where you see the lever, you can turn that on or off. The second one is pretty much the same thing. It's just a stacked version. Now this is probably the most important circuit. Not the slime blocks or the piston, but the 3 blocks of iron you see right there with the piston. This is a monostable circuit. This is one of the most important circuits in the whole game, in my opinion. This is like a 1-tick pulse monostable circuit, and you can use this other one here that uses a dropper facing up with a hopper facing down. And when you give it a signal, it spits the item up into the hopper, and the comparator reads the item inside the hopper, and then it sends a signal out. But it's kind of slow. It's kind of slow. As you can see, it's not as good. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down button. But let me know what I did wrong. Let me know what I can do better. I'm all about learning, trying to make this better for y'all. If you did like it, hit a thumbs up. Tell me what you liked about it in the comments. I'll try to make more of these. I'm going to make more of these. This is the first of many. So this is episode 1 of Big Projects. And we're going to eventually build something big and get this out. So anyway, guys, hopefully you click on the videos on the screen. Check out the Wild Wild West. It's pretty funny. Oh, I thought you fell off.
No.
You dropped the leaf block.
I did. I did?
Yeah, I didn't get this.
What are those good for?
Decoration.
No.
They're good for redstone stuff. What are you doing? Oh, I almost fell off in the water regardless.
That's all I wanted was to push you off.
Me and Princess are doing that together, and it's pretty funny. So check it out. We got a couple episodes of that, and working on an episode as we speak. Episodes have been a little slow here lately because we've been moving around. I'm in Louisiana right now, down in the south, right by the ocean. Anyway, guys, remember, Jesus loves you. I love you. And we'll see you next time in the next project video. See ya.